Arguably the start of the golden era of bodybuilding, Arnold's toughest challenge before the pumping iron days, let's talk about the classic rivalry between Sergio Olivia and Arnold Schwarzenegger. Guys, welcome to another episode of Fitness After Dark. It's your host as always, Naid Villavicencio, in the flesh. With Fitness After Dark, guys, you already know the vibes. We have to hand it off to Mr. Bruce Buffer. We are live! It never gets old. In this episode, we're going to talk about, I think, what's like the preludes to the golden era of bodybuilding. And in many ways, Arnold's toughest test before his championship run in the 1970s. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Sergio, the myth Olivia. He was the top guy in the late 1960s when it comes to bodybuilding. And in many ways, he was the man before Arnold. He was known as the myth due to his size. He stood at 5'10" at 240 pounds and was just wrecking shit. He literally was winning every Mr. Olympia left and right up until Arnold came by in the late 1960s. And it was crazy as Arnold immediately came into the US with the confidence and with the arrogance thinking that he could beat anyone in the world, which kind of contributed to his legend overall. So then it was all set. In 1969 at the Mr. Olympia competition, the two went head to head for the first time ever. Sergio Olivia, Arnold Schwarzenegger. And at that year's Mr. Olympia, Sergio Olivia came out on top, beating out Arnold, who even agreed that Sergio was at his very, very best that day. But Arnold, being the man he is, that was dead set on getting that win back and starting his legacy out. So the next year, he moved full-time over to America and started training with Joe Wilder just so he can get his win back over Sergio Olivia. So then at the 1970 Mr. Olympia, Sergio Olivia came in at what many thought was he was too smooth. He wasn't conditioning that he had the year before, and Arnold came in literally ripped to the shred. He was at peak condition, and then he took the victory at that year's Mr. Olympia. So then finally the rivalry then traveled over to the 1972 Mr. Olympia over in Germany, where Sergio literally had almost the same size and definition as Arnold despite being 4 inches shorter than him. But then in a controversial and surprising decision, Arnold then beat Sergio again in the 1972 Mr. Olympia, which many think to this day also that Sergio actually took home the W on that day. Many still think because it was in Germany and Arnold might have had some sort of advantage due to it being a European contest, that many didn't want Sergio to take the W that day, which is why I went over to Arnold. But I think it's more likely that the two were the very best bodybuilders at that time. The physiques of these two competitors were the stuff of legends. And what's even crazier is that so many years down the line, Sergio Olivia's very son will then compete at the Arnold Classic, kind of reestablishing the fact that his dad very well beat Arnold once, and that those two had some of the most legendary physiques in the golden era of bodybuilding. Now, if you guys enjoyed that latest episode of Fitness After Dark, make sure to subscribe for more old school bodybuilding content. If you guys want more videos just like this one, you should check out these two videos here. All right, take care, guys. Have an awesome rest of the day. Have an awesome workout.